But at the moment, there is tension this morning. Well, not with the acting IGP, but in Port Harcourt, the international airport in Port Harcourt, aviation union workers, we understand, are staging a protest over the planned concession of the airport's car park and toll gate operations. The unions, they've got different arguments. Some of the agreements, they say, reportedly guarantees, what, 14 million naira monthly remittance. They say that is not the way it ought to be. So, but we've got our correspondent, Charles Oporom, who is there to bring us up to speed concerning what is going on, what's their grievance. Good morning, Charles. What's happening?
Okay, sorry. Can you hear me now? Good morning, Chamberlain. Can you hear me now? Okay. Sorry. I'm here at the Harcourt International Airport, and behind me are members of the unions, ANAP, ATSAN, and Nwati, the three unions that operate here at the airport. And of course, they have been making their grievances known. So, speaking to me is the chairman of ANAP, that is the Association of Nigerian Aviation Professionals, Mr. Emmanuel Aka. So, quickly, what exactly is the problem, and why are the unions in the airports very unhappy today?
Thank you. My name is Comrade Aka Emmanuel, and standing behind me, it's Comrade Felix Owefe, the Nwate chairman, and Comrade Raza Animashon, the Atsan chairman. We are here to say no to the concession of the toll gates and the car park of Port Harcourt International Airport. The non-transparent concession of the toll gates of Port Harcourt International Airport and the car park. The reason being that we, the tripartite union, came into agreement and looked into why should they concession the Port Harcourt International toll gates and car park. We now realize that we, the farm staff, generate 28 million naira monthly, and management had gone into agreement with the concessionaire to be remitting 14 million naira, shorting the revenue down to 50% as against 28 million naira. We have been able to increase our revenue that will start taking effect. The tariff will start taking effect from 1st of March to a whooping sum of percentage of 66% to 400%. And the agreement was signed with the old tariff, which is going to be giving us 14 million naira. And if you look at it, the staff now will be, with the new tariff, will be generating more than 60 million. And we with the old
60 million every month.
60 million with the target. The new tariff will be generating like 50 million, approximately 60 million. And this agreement is still with the old tariff, which is 14 million naira that the concessionaire will be, Bisco Atlantic, the concessionaire, will be remitting to FAN. And we say no to that. Secondly, they have trained their staff without our notice. They have employed their staff, meaning that our own staff who have family members, who are breadwinners, may go redundant because they say that they are going to man the beat. Meanwhile, the trained staff that have been trained to collect revenue and know how to manage revenues, that have been doing it for years, are now going to stay back somewhere, which happened before, and is going to cause redundancy. And we are saying no to that. We are not saying no to private partnership. No, we are not saying no to private partnership. What we are saying is transparency. It happened in some, this is Nigeria, it happened in some organizations like the railway, where they said they will generate this and that. Before you know it, the railway collapsed because of personal interest. Here we are saying no to concession because we are saying no to concession of this car park until it is transparent. The papers, the black and white are shown to us. The agreements are shown to us. The welfare of our staff, very important, they are shown to us before we can accept and we can come to a round table to accept and to make a new agreement based on the new tariff. We will run the tariff for some time and see what it is, and we'll now come to a consensus on a round table and say, okay, since we are generating so and so millions, then you are not now going to give us so and so million. That is, we are not against private-public partnership. Thank you.
Okay, so if I understand you correctly, they have increased the cost of
The tariff.
The toll fees.
Yes.
But they have reduced the amount of money being generated.
Yes.
And that is what you were against.
Yes.
Okay. Kimberly.
The loss of job.
All right.
And the loss of job.
So can he hear us, Charles? Let's just check. Can he hear us?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
All right. So a few things for you, comrade. This said loss of revenue that your union has noticed. Have you escalated it to the management?
Yeah. We have been able
what was their
to,
response?
We have written to the management. They for a meeting this week, a congress this week, and we came out with an understanding and sent it to the management, and it has been signed and approved by the management. And management has told us, the management categorically told us that they have not received a paper to have the toll gates handed over to the concessionaire, that is Atlantic Briscoe. But the agreement, when the agreement was signed, we are not involved. So we can be taken unawares. We don't know, we can be taken unawares. And this will cause lots of jobs if we don't handle it appropriately. Thank you, sir.
You're not against modernization or automation. You are not against genuine public-private partnership. But at the same time, you have equally said that they went ahead and chose certain persons to do the collection, and even though your members have been trained, but if there's a public-private partnership, don't they have a right to pick and choose who they want to work with them?
Please, can I say something? I am the Nuate Chairman, National Union of Air Transport Employee. We met in November with the management of FAN, and we accepted with management of FAN to automate our revenue points. And we all agreed on paper and told management to go ahead. Management never told workers that they are bringing in private hands or a concessionaire to man the toll gates. Now, behind closed doors, management has brought in a concessionaire without even involving the union. We were involved in the automation and on the new tariff, but we're not involved when they were giving it out to a private hand.
Yeah, so
we're also saying, no, there is no transparency.
But what do you expect? If there's automation, of course it will affect certain jobs. That's the way it works. So you want to remain, even though the automation has happened, so that you will be the ones to operate it, and not that they will bring the person to operate it. Is that your point?
That is correct.
So they don't have the right to bring who they want, even though they are the ones bringing the money, they are the investors. They shouldn't bring who should work for them.
Now, see, understand what we are saying. We are not against it. But the procedure to which the management went about it is what we are against.
So what is the procedure? That they should inform your union?
The union would have been in the agreement.
What's the agreement that you want? What agreement do you want?
Now, they are supposed to have given us a promise. Are we sure our staff working in these points will not lose their job? Because we are afraid. In 2006, Promo Resources took over our toll gate. In 2008, we lost our job. Most of our staff lost their job. In 2008. And so we were afraid that a repetition may also happen. That is why we wanted the management to come to terms with us. Won't our staff lose their job if the concessionaire takes over the manning of the toll gate and car park?
Well, it looks as if the main concern of the union is not really about the revenue that has reduced. It's about the loss of jobs. So because if they give you back the jobs, the loss of revenue, it won't be your major concern. Isn't that right?
Yes. Yes. If you give us the job, the loss of revenue, because the gates are already automated. If you look there, you will see the drop arms. They are already automated. The loss of revenue will no longer be our problem. You understand? But our major concern is our aim, the staff welfare.
Isn't that being selfish? You want?
No, let me correct an impression, please. Let me correct an impression.
What's the impression?
There is fraud. Now, there is a fraud. How can you generate 28 million and you are concessioning the toll gates and car park for 14 million?
Yeah, but you just said that that's not your problem. You just don't want to do your job.
It's also a problem to us. Because the government will, I don't know who is playing these intricacies. The government will be losing. Foreign workers are generating 28. You are giving it out for 14 million. Now you are running government.
So what is the point of your protest now? If they have other people who are doing your jobs, is your protest useful or meaningless?
It's useful because we have 3 demands here. The 3 demands is that we will not accept the concessionaire to take over below what we are generating. That is 1. 2, if they are to take over, the new tariff must increase the revenue. That is 2. Then 3, our staff welfare, the safety of our staff being retained on the job is also part of our request. I think that is what we are fighting for.
So what if they say, fine, we will correct the revenue lapse, but if we're going to bring our money and invest, we will decide who we want to work with?
Then the farm management will now have to go on a round table with the union. What happens to our staff? Because they are silent over it.
All right.
Thank you.
Our staff civil servants.
Yes.
Civil servants.
Yes. Yes.
All right, Chamberlain, that's the situation here at the Port Harcourt International Airport. You know, so gentlemen, are you downing tools? Are you still working, or are you going on strike? What's the situation?
Okay. For now, we met with our management in Port Harcourt. They gave us their word that come first, the new tariff will kick off, and that they are not aware that any concessionaire is resuming collection on the 1st. And they've asked us to come and be watchdog to watch if they will be the ones to take over or our staff will continue with the new tariff. So on the 1st of March, we are joining hands with the management of Farm Port Harcourt to see how the new tariff goes. But what we will not take is to see the concessionaire manning the beats. Then the union will do what is in their mind.
Right, we hear you.
As directed.
Yes, Charles, we hear you. So we'll keep tabs on that and see how that eventually plays out. But we'll also look to see if we could hear from FAN themselves and the management to see what they think of this matter as we progress. So thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
thank you very much.
We'll go to break and then we will be back in just a moment. Don't go away.